start streaming. And hello, everyone, and welcome to What's Your Genesis, my talk show. Today, I have with me the lovely Dinah Tyranno, and a very awesome gamer girl, T-Rex. And if you'd like to tell people a little bit about yourself in a little introduction, go right ahead.
Oh, absolutely. Hi, everyone. I'm Dinah. It's really great to meet you all, and I'm really excited to do this talk show with Jen.
Oh, my internet's dying on me right at the start.
Dinah too.
Sorry.
Oh no, what?
My internet's having a hiccup. Sorry, there we go. We're back. Okay. You can continue your introduction.
Sorry,
I apologize.
it's the prehistoric buggies. They
Prehistoric
sometimes
internet.
mess with screens and stuff. You know, when you get something this old into a room, it kind of messes with all the tech.
I didn't even know they had. I didn't even know they had internet back in the the dinosaur ages.
Oh no, we just took everything and wrote it down on little clay tablets, and then when we wanted to send it, we just throw it in.
Gotcha. But yeah,
sometimes it's quicker.
Sometimes it's quicker. I mean, I guess yeah, it can be. Oh man, and hello there. We got Dan, Kayur, and Okami. Hello.
Dan, hi.
Hello, welcome.
It's good to see you.
Glad to have everyone here today. But yeah, feel free to finish your introduction. I apologize for interrupting.
Nah, you're totally fine. Internet's internet.
Internet's internet.
But yeah, I'm a dinosaur streamer and VTuber, and I like to play games and talk with my friends and just get into general shenanigans.
General shenanigans.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully,
so long as it's for the nuggies.
No, for the nuggies. I was just about to say, hopefully it's not shenanigans that results in eating other dinosaurs.
No promises.
No promises. Oh boy. I go by the short name here. Gotcha. But hello, Dan. Glad to have you. Oh man. Sorry, my voice is giving out a little bit. I probably should got water myself, honestly.
Oh, you're fine. You gotta hydrate.
Yes, but yeah. So I'm very curious. So what got you into VTubing?
So funny enough, a lot of it was kind of like, okay, so I'm gonna be showing my butt a little here, but I was one of those weird DeviantArt kids who was always making OCs and stuff, and role playing, and into nerdy stuff, and I love D&D. I have a campaign later tonight, actually. So just being able to create something that was an aspect of myself and authentic to myself, while also still being different, and really creative, was a really wonderful idea. Plus, the anonymity really helps when, you've got your professional life outside of all this.
Oh yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. No. I do enjoy D&D too, and the idea of making OCs and stuff has always been fun to me, especially,
Yeah.
I wanted to be a writer, so wasn't so much...
Really?
Yeah, I was an aspiring author for a long time, but ADHD is not a good pairing with wanting to write, because you never finish what you start.
Fair enough. That sounds like the college experience to me. I took a class in creative writing back in college, and that was interesting. Just finding out what people wanted to write about, and then finding out you don't want to know what some people want to write about.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I took a screenwriting class for writing scripts for movies, like movie scripts, and I was so bored. I can't even remember a single script that anyone else read at that class.
Really? You didn't cover any
It
famous ones,
was our own scripts. It was our own scripts.
Uh-huh.
So the big thing was, I think maybe for the first quarter we did have to do an essay on someone else's script, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I just know one of the big final. I think the whole point of the class was from start to finish, the entire quarter and semester, or whatever. You were gonna write one script, and then during that script, you the way you get points is what your script is by the end of it.
Oh, okay. That's how it changes over time, then.
Yeah, and I think there were two versions. You had a draft and then a final. During my draft, people didn't really like the story because the way I wrote it was the guy starts in the wilderness, in a snowy wilderness, and people got bored.
Yeah.
And the second version I wrote, people liked the second character I introduced more than the protagonist, because my second character had charisma behind him.
So it was all about the Riz then, huh?
Yeah.
That's what drew people in.
Uh,
I think you could make it work though. I mean, we've got what's the name of that movie? You gotta tell me. With Daniel Radcliffe, you know, the one where he's like this guy who's like a Swiss Army man. Yeah, he was in the middle of the chorus and like I mean, does he count as a person? I mean, he was kind of like a toolbox, right?
I don't know. I've not seen that movie.
Yeah, it's like Daniel Radcliffe and he's just like a dead body toolkit.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah, but like, so they were in the middle of the wilderness too, and just trying to find their way out. So I mean, you can make that really compelling. I mean, what happened to your characters?
Well, I think it's just I didn't really have much plot going into it. It was a very slow opening, whereas the second script I wrote was a very much more quick-paced opening. Like, things were happening more right away instead of, oh, this guy's running away from wolves or whatever. People apparently like the idea of some guy getting harassed in a tavern more than a guy getting chased by wolves.
Well, I mean, that's where every D&D adventure starts, right? Someone gets like messed with in a tavern.
Every D&D campaign begins in a tavern, it feels like.
Absolutely. It has to.
Oh,
I heard an
God.
idea once where you start the campaign in a tavern and you don't actually leave it. Like, the entire thing is just within the tavern somehow.
That'd be hard, I feel like.
Yeah, it could be, but I want to do the version where you have an entire D&D campaign in an IKEA.
That'd be an interesting campaign. I mean, I feel like
It's a standard IKEA.
would it be a one-shot, or like would it be like a full like year-long campaign?
Tell me how long it takes you to get out of IKEA.
I've not been to an IKEA, so I don't know.
What?
I've not been to an IKEA.
Never been? What?
I think they might have one near where I live, but I don't actually know.
That's your homework assignment from this interview is
Go
to go find an IKEA, eat the meatballs, get lost, just try to pronounce 5 different chairs and fail.
Because they're all from Switzerland. Is it Sweden or Switzerland?
It's Sweden.
Sweden, okay.
It's Sweden.
I thought it was Swedish, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, let's see. Wait, hold on. I always look at horns for some reason. Let's see. Not me. I got chased by wolves into the tavern.
And you live near an IKEA.
Yeah. I don't think I
Eventually, all will get subsumed into the IKEA.
all be consumed by IKEA. I mean, here's a funny thing. I have a friend named Nariko Sai. She's a Thunderbird VTuber, although I think now she's become a Thunder Dragon, which bums me out. I kind of wish she'd stay Thunderbird, but I understand she likes dragons.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah. But I always make fun of her color scheme because it's like I'm like she's the Walmart bird or she's the IKEA bird. Because she is, blue and yellow.
Well, I mean, I could say the same thing about me with the green and red. I mean, what's green and red?
Trying to think.
There's Christmas.
Besides Christmas.
Yeah, there's Christmas. I know that there's characters that are green and red and yellow. Like most dragons, honestly.
I don't know why Shaggy comes to mind from Scooby-Doo.
Shaggy. Yeah, I have like. Oh my god, I've got like a shirt for it too.
Oh,
I kind of love it.
Oh, yeah, I think.
I need a Scooby then. I need a Scooby. Who will be my Scooby Doo? And I'll feed them nuggies though. No Scooby snacks.
No
just
Scooby
nuggies.
snacks, just nuggies. Oh
just
boy.
Nuggies.
I feel like horror lore would be that those nuggies are like the fingers of the victims you've eaten, but you've saved their fingers and you're feeding them to your
taking thingies. Actually, you did catch that part in my contract, right? The one where there's like unlimited chicky nuggies backstage, right? You got that?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because I kind of like reworked the whole brown M&M clause, and I wanted to make sure you saw that.
Brown M&M clause?
You didn't know about that? There was a band who did that every single time they performed. They put in a thing that was like no brown M&Ms, and it wasn't because they were being like jerks or picky or something. It was because they wanted to make sure that the contract actually got read.
Oh, really?
Another cultured jacket wearer. Yes,
Oh
I got a cool
man.
jacket with this little hood on the back too, and it goes fluff when I move my head.
Oh man, it's a good jacket. I like it. I like it.
Thank you.
I
I'm
also
not
like
taking it
the.
off though.
Yeah. Hey, no, no, no. I wasn't gonna ask you to.
Okay.
It's not like I'm gonna like. I have a friend named Flip, and I beg him. Like, not really beg, but I've like bullied him into taking off his hood and mask before on his model. He finally has that set up now, so he can actually has all his like expressions and stuff.
I'm
But
not going to take it off. I'm not going to take it off.
not gonna take it off. That's very
I can't take
fair.
it off. I can't take it off.
I feel like you can't because it looks like your claws are stuck. Like, do you have human hands or do you have like big, thick, meaty dragon or dino claws?
Are you asking if I have big meaty claws?
Big, meaty claws. Yes, I am.
Big meaty claws.
Where's that from again? I know it's from.
SpongeBob.
It is from SpongeBob. You're
It's
right.
SpongeBob.
Is that Larry the Lobster? No, that's
No,
Krusty. No,
it was
that's
it was
Mr. Krabs.
Mr. Krabs. He was getting bullied by some guy, some fish guy.
Deadpool bullies people to take shoes off, not Jack. What do you mean? I don't bully people to take off their shoes. Oh my god, people just show up on
Yeah,
my
no,
set to take
everyone
them
always
off.
asks me about the jacket. And Dina, take off the jacket. I want to see the hands. I want to see the hands. Do you have tiny, like, T-Rexy arms under there? Or is it human hands? Is it claws? I actually got this special made.
Gotcha.
When I first started playing video games and streaming, I kind of racked up a bit of a tab with all of the all the equipment I kept breaking because of my claws. So
All the equipment
I
kept breaking over your claws. Oh, jeez.
had to cover up the thingies.
Oh man,
Here.
what's funny to me is I just imagine. I just imagined, by the way, the whole like, if you did have tiny T-Rex arms, but so it's like if you had human arms, they'd be so tiny. Like it'd be like having baby arms and like on a full grown body.
It's okay. I just, t-shirts and tank tops.
T-shirts and tank tops. Oh my gosh! But wait,
Yeah, no.
Oh god, Brown just said, but Dino Nuggies are mid.
Girl, I am gonna ask them to boot you from the dinosaurs for that. You have lost dino privileges.
You're not a dinosaur.
You can't sit with us.
Well, I feel like there's probably some dinosaurs who are herbivores.
Well, yeah, but they still agree that nuggies still have like a special place in our heart, you know?
Well, what about the dinos who probably haven't eaten nuggies because they're, don't eat meat?
That's okay, because they will become the dino nuggie.
Oh god! Watch out, for the carnivores. Watch out for them. Oh my god, I just realized this is the freaking, this is the dinosaur version of the movie Zootopia. Oh boy, when are we gonna get, who's gonna be the protagonist who's like the bunny, but instead of a bunny, it's like a triceratops. Triceratops are herbivores, right?
You can be a
I
dino
think.
nuggies. I'm the only T-Rex VTuber that doesn't like dino nuggies. As a professional hungry person, is there such a thing as an amateur hungry person?
Yeah, as a professional hungry person. Yeah, who's an amateur hungry person?
I don't know.
I guess it's just someone who, maybe that's someone who's well fed and just hasn't eaten that day.
I mean, if there's a casual nugget eater, that implies the existence of a ranked competitive nugget eater, which I am, and I will win.
Oh boy, that makes sense. That makes sense. Oh man, what's funny is right before this, the timing was a bit funny. So, Quizzy's over talking about being hungry. I made a bet with him, and I need to listen and get a reaction to his song, because I asked him to make a rap over Seabat. And if he pulled it off, I was gonna PayPal him $50, and he said he's finished it today.
When you say pull it off, do you mean actually make the song good or make it mean?
I just want, I don't know really. I want to see what he's done with it, and if it entertains me, I'm gonna send him that $50. If it's especially if it covers the whole song, because if it covers the whole song, then yeah, it's gonna probably be worth it. It's Mimi.
So how do you write? Is this like an iambic pentameter of rap?
I
Just
don't
going
know.
like.
I don't know how he did it. It's such a
I
bad
guess you're gonna find
song.
out.
I feel so bad for the frickin' girl who had to put up with
Oh
that
yeah.
in the bedroom, dude.
Not the worst story I've heard on Reddit about that kind of thing.
Oh
But
no, I've heard worse.
it's
I
up
heard this.
there.
I heard a horror. I heard, okay. I'm about to gross everyone out. I heard a horror story about a guy who was eating was eating a Jolly Rancher while he was
What's wrong with Jolly Ranch?
Let me get in. I'm gonna try and make this safe for YouTube. He had to eat a Jolly Rancher because his girlfriend tasted so bad.
Okay.
He lost the Jolly Rancher. In a place.
I hate that I think I've read this story.
And he tried pulling the Jolly Rancher back out and bit into it.
I
It wasn't Jolly Rancher, it was a chunk of gonorrhea.
I did not sign up.
It is a story I only know because of Rooster Teeth's Gavin or Gaggle. It was a story they did to try to make them gag, and whoever gagged would lose.
I think I gagged a little. You can clean up under the
The table. Oh
Just think
god, did you
you're
throw
right.
up under there?
No, just clean it up afterwards. I didn't, but if I did,
I mean,
you'd clean it up, right?
I'd probably have the people that work in the studio clean it up.
Okay.
You know, maybe I should hire Quizzy over there as my cleaner. You know, have him clean the studio for me. I can give him a wage.
Okay.
He just has to clean up the dino vomit under the table.
Be careful, you might find some bones.
Oh boy, some bones. Belong to
It's okay,
various dino VTubers who have graduated, quote unquote.
Wow, these fossils look remarkably not fossil.
They look remarkably not extinct.
Mm.
Oh my god.
What do you mean extinct? They shower every day.
That you know what? That's fair. That's fair. You're extinct. You don't have stink. Yep.
Nah.
Not a
No,
smelly dinosaur.
I only play Magic the Gathering on occasion.
Oh boy. Man, Magic the Gathering. Like honestly, card games over time just become more and more unfair. Like
Oh, I love card games and I love playing them. It's just sometimes you run into people.
I liked Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, and I still like. There's a lot of archetypes I like to play in the game, but there's so many people who are so sweaty and just use the same try-hard deck.
Just the meta, yeah.
Yeah, it's like it makes it less fun. Whenever I get
But
on
you
Yu-Gi-Oh!
know
Master
about
Duel,
the cards.
I know about the cards.
Yeah, like there's like supposed to be a dino set that people keep saying there is. Like I keep hearing about that.
There's I know of two, like, but I don't. I know of like two archetypes off the top of my head. There's Dinomorph, which is like people like it's either I think it's humans who can transform into dinosaurs or the other way around as an archetype. They're like secret agents or something like that. By the looks of it.
No comment.
No comment. And then the second archetype, I think, it's like a fossil series, so it's like undead dinosaurs.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's like there's like fossil buggy or fossil, like a whole bunch of cool stuff like that.
Oh, that's so cool. That almost makes me want to play it. I'm sure half the chat will be going, "No, don't do it."
Hey, listen, even if you can find a way to make your favorite archetype win. For me personally, like I still think Elemental Heroes is a good archetype. Most people are like you have to use Destiny Heroes. Forget Elemental Heroes. It's like just the plain Elemental Heroes can be fun to play as a deck.
Really?
Like, I like Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, so I'm just like I like it.
I actually don't know that much about the card game so much as I do the anime. Sort of. There's a bit of a story behind it.
Oh yeah.
So I was going on a long trip with a bunch of my college friends, and we had to get up like super like crack of dawn early to get there on time. And so everyone was tired, and it didn't matter how much we were, you know, chugging all the coffees and stuff, and the Red Bulls and the what have yous. it was still pretty early, you know? Like, I
Yeah.
didn't even hear any birds yet. And so one of my friends says to the driver, listen, I've got you. I'm going to just sit here in the passenger seat. I'm going to shotgun, and I'm going to explain to you the entire plot of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. And it'll keep you awake. The drive was 3 hours. He wasn't done.
Boy. Well, yeah, I feel like even after 3 hours, it would take forever to get like Yu-Gi-Oh is a long series now. Here's the thing: I stopped caring about Yu-Gi-Oh after 5D started, and I've heard that I shouldn't have. Because apparently 5Ds was a really good series, but I just didn't get into it.
Go back and watch it.
Oh yeah, they're all on Crunchyroll, so I could at some
have a
point.
fun little watch party out of it.
Yep.
I've seen a bit of the abridged too, though, so there's that.
Oh yeah, am I the only one who supports Digimon supremacy? I never watched Digimon, so I can't.
I don't know anything about Digimon. I'm sorry.
I was a Pokemon kid more than a Yu-Gi-Oh kid. Anyways.
I was a Pokemon kid too. I still am a Pokemon kid, just very old.
And well, I'm a Pokemon kid too. Kid. I'm just also disappointed in the new Pokemon games.
Yeah, I mean, I actually. Someone lied to me about how the new games work, and I still need to finish Scarlet.
Because
you know I picked Scarlet. Of course I did.
I picked one of them. I think I picked Violet, and I still have not gotten.
Really, you picked one of them.
I haven't even beaten a gym leader yet. In fact,
neither have I.
I think
that's the thing.
It took me 4 or 6 hours just to get through the tutorial, basically.
Oh no.
Because the freaking tutorial's so long.
No, I actually made the mistake of one of my friends lied to me. I don't remember who, but they said like, "Oh yeah, no, the items don't regenerate when you find them in the wild. So you can tell if you haven't been to a place before by where the items are. The items regenerate."
Yeah.
So I kept going around like, "Huh, this place looks cool. Huh, this place looks cool. I haven't been here before." For like hours.
Oh boy. That happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't even finished Pokemon Sword or Shield.
I don't have those games. I need to get them.
I never even finished Arceus because I got bored.
You got bored?
I got bored of Arceus. Like, for
You've never tried to like challenge yourself to just like Bear Grylls it through like the mountains?
I'm in the second area. It's just like I've unlocked the second area, but something is more. I think it's because there's a lack of trainers, and I've developed now. A couple years ago, I started doing Nuzlocks, and I don't know an easy way to Nuzlock Pokemon Arceus without it making me miserable, because it's also it's really hard as well.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know how I would do a Nuzlocke in that.
Can you teach me to do a Nuzlocke sometime?
I mean, I could definitely teach you. I mean, I love doing them. They're really fun. Who knows? Maybe you can do a Soul Link sometime. That could be fun.
What's that?
A Soul Link? Okay. This is you might enjoy this. A Soul Link is
personal. We just met.
It's a 2-person Nuzlocke. It sounds personal.
Okay.
It's a 2-person Nuzlocke where it's same rules as a Nuzlocke where you have to catch the first Pokemon you encounter per route. But
taking some notes.
Both people have an encounter, and if one person misses the encounter, the other person has to forfeit the encounter as well. If they catch the Pokemon, their souls are linked. Therefore, like, when we pick our starters' lives are linked together. So if one of our starters dies, the others is considered dead and has to stop using it and release it. Oh, so it's like
playing Smash with Ice Climbers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, so, it's a team-based Nuzlocke. It's really, really cool.
I love that, because you can be like, "Hi, you're my best friend, and if I'm going down, you're coming with me."
Oh yeah, and it's very fun. The one rule I hate in Soul Links, and I think it's one I'm just not gonna do, ever. This one sucks, and it always makes me miserable. Is there's a rule that says team primary typings may not be repeated across both teams. Which basically means, so you know how Charizard is a primary fire, secondary flying type, right?
At least he's not a dragon.
Yes. So if I have a Charizard who's primary fire but secondary flying,
He's still flying, right?
what is a secondary fire type Pokemon? Who's a? Is
Oh,
there? I think that there's a
um,
normal fire type, but I don't remember his name.
normal.
I don't know.
Can I phone a friend?
But basically, what I'm trying to say is, so I can have a fire flying, and you can have a normal fire, but we both can't have fire types. Like, so it can't be a like if the primary typing is fire, like fire is
one
the
of
first
us has
typing
to
listed.
change.
Yeah, but basically, so like if and that it makes it so if I catch a water type, you can't use a primary water type. It'd have to be a secondary water type, which water is one of the most common types in the goddamn games. So when one person catches a water type, it's so annoying. So I would just next time I do a soul link, I'm just banning that rule. That rule just is
Fair
not
enough.
fun. I want to have a much
Yeah,
more fun one.
Yeah. I mean, you're doing all this for fun at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, but it is still a challenge then because permadeath is still a risk.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
keep
really
forgetting
fun.
the whole you die thing. Like, it was funny that Arceus brought that up. They're like, oh yeah, so like we haven't figured out the whole Pokemon thing yet. So like, if you run out of Pokemon, you're fucked. You're like unequivocally fucked. You're gonna die.
The worst part about Arceus being if you try to Nuzlocke it is most of the game is about catching a lot of one Pokemon. Which honestly is such an annoyance. I hate that. I hate that they're basically trying to make an Arceus feel like you're playing Pokemon Go.
It feels like grocery shopping to me. You're just like, I'm gonna go down the aisle, catch a Weedle here, catch.
It just bums me out. I will always prefer old-fashioned Pokemon over that.
There.
Like, honestly, if I do a Soul Link, I might want to do one in Diamond and Pearl. I feel like that'd be a
Diamond and Pearl are like, God, that was... Can you guess why it was one of my favorites?
Is it because the legendaries kind of look like dinosaurs?
Nope.
What is it?
What's a unique feature from that game?
Let me think. A unique feature for the underground and fossil digging.
The underground!
And fossils,
you can dig for fossils!
Oh, yeah, digging for fossils is so good. It's so fun.
You could find a me.
It was so good. You could find a me. You could find a little Dinah.
It's a me.
Oh man, it's like I feel like it'd be a very fun one to Nuzlocke. Like I want to find a partner to do Soul Links with, anyways. Like and do it casually. So I'd be down if you ever want. Interview. I'm down to do it. I'm looking for more collab partners. I'm looking to reach out and do more things, and also maybe space out my talk show a bit and not do 4 episodes in 1 week.
Fair enough, but you said you enjoy it.
I do, but the thing is, I feel like if I do too many, I will... I mean, it might be hard to run out, but I think it would be better for me to space it out a bit.
There are a lot of VTubers out there, but yeah.
Well, and another thing, the reason I want to do less of my talk show is so I can collab with the people I've met on the talk show more.
Yeah.
That way it doesn't feel like I'm just using them for content, or I just wanted to chat with them once on the talk show. Because I want to do more with these people I've met and chatted with. It's just I'm a bit shy to reach out, and I'm also... I'm just scheduling too many of these talk shows, to be honest.
You're shy? You're an interviewer and you're shy. That's adorable.
Yeah. It's like, it's weird. I'm confident now to reach out to strangers, but the moment I know someone, I'm too shy to reach out to them. It's like, now that I know you, I don't want to annoy you.
It's like the John Mulaney joke. Anyone who's seen and met my parents needs to die.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. I watched Pokemon.
No, it's. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Okay, I'll go and then you can go. They talk about Digimon still. They said, I just remember out of all the Battle Monster shows, Digimon was the most hipster, was my first hipster option, and I stand for that alone.
Hipster. God, that's right. It used to be uncool to like this stuff.
Yeah. For me, I feel like the even more hipster choice over any of those would be Bakugan.
I never got into them, but I had one once.
I had a
Because
couple. I liked Bakugan a little bit. I didn't understand the game for the longest time. I didn't understand
oh,
how
I
to
don't know
play it.
how it works. I don't know how it works. I literally just found one while I was digging for shells on the beach.
It's better as a video game. Oh, wait,
Okay.
really? You found one on
Yeah,
the beach?
I was looking for shells, and I was like sifting through the sand, and I found one. I'm like, what is?
That's like literally something that would happen in the show. People find Bakugan falling
Oh,
from the sky,
really?
and they find them in weird places because that's what happened. They randomly find these Bakugan on Earth, and they basically become like their partners. It's like, oh, there's a Bakugan in the sand.
I gave up on my main character moment.
You did. You gave up on your main character moment. He could have been a Bakugan
It's all
protagonist.
downhill from here.
Oh
I
man.
messed it up. I failed it.
There was a Bakugan game though for Xbox 360 that was honestly really fun, and I think it works way better as a video game because you could like make the ball roll around the field and pick up power ups before it hits the card. Whereas Bakugan, how it's played, you basically put down a card that's like a gate card or a set card, and when you land on it, you flip the card over as an ability.
Oh.
And it like boosts the power of your Bakugan. It's weird. It's a weird game.
No, I think it's cool. I mean, like, nothing's weirder than like all the different mechanics and magic that they just introduce and then go, actually, nah, yoink. Like, there's like, oh yeah, this card flips because there's werewolves because we want to be like furry about it. And I love it. They're like, okay, well here's like a saga, which is an enchantment that changes over time.
Oh man,
you know, gets finer with age, like me.
Finer with age. Oh boy. Oh man.
I aged like a fine wine.
Age like a fine wine.
Mm-hmm.
May I remind you the first.
I mean, you see a wrinkle on this? 66 million years. You see a wrinkle on this face?
I do not know.
Not that wrinkles are bad. I think they can be cute actually, especially when you got little like crow's feet and stuff. It's proof that you smiled a lot.
Oh yeah, crow's feet are nice because it does mean you smile a lot. I also think freckles are cute.
You like my freckles?
Your freckles are cute, yes.
Thanks. They're also scales.
Oh man.
I have them on my shoulders and my thighs. They're one of my favorite features actually.
Gotcha. That's awesome. Yeah, no, I like freckles and stuff. I think it adds a lot to character because there's something like, yeah, clear skin's nice, but adding a little bit more to your skin is like, I don't know, it's just kind of cool. That said, for some reason I say that, but I'm not a big fan of tattoos.
I wish I could. I can't get tattoos actually.
Wait, really?
Yeah, you can't when you're Jewish actually.
Oh, I didn't know
that. I mean, you have, but you know.
Gotcha.
Chill show. We're keeping it chill.
Oh man, but yeah, no, I
there have been tattoos received.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You all right?
I'm good. I just wanted to keep it fresh, keep it funky, keep it light.
Gotcha. Oh man, I will say another reason I liked Bakugan is because my friend had this one Bakugan at his house that I eventually bought myself.
Oh, yeah.
There's a version of, I think it's Draco or Drago is like the name of the main Bakugan who's like the partner of Dan, the main protagonist. There's a form of him where he basically fuses a bunch of other Bakugan into one giant mecha Bakugan.
Exodia.
Basically. And I don't know why, I've always loved fusions in shows. Like, I've always loved it.
It's
like,
cool!
Fusion, like, I've always wanted to fuse Pokemon. Pokemon Infant Fusion's a thing now, so I love that. It's a very fun game. It's basically a Pokemon game, fan game that you can fuse Pokemon together.
Oh, I thought that was just like a generator online. There's a game?
There's a game now, yep. And there's actual artists. There's a whole Discord full of artists who are making custom sprites for it. So it's like, some of the sprites look epic. Like, hold on. Let me pull up the generator real quick.
Okay.
Give me 2 Pokemon you want to see fused together.
Okay, let's do ones that look like both of us together. Let's see what it turns out as. Let's do a Tyrant, and then what do you look like?
Do we have they do not have Tyrant, they do have Tyranitar.
Let's do a Tyranitar, and then what would you be? I'm seeing like a Zigzagoon, maybe?
Maybe? I mean, I like picking, like, Ninetale's my favorite Pokemon, but we can do like a Linoon. That might let's
do a Linoon.
Or do they have Linoon? Hold on, how do you spell
Let's put it
Linoon?
up on the projector. Let's see what a combo Pokemon
Okay, I
would look
actually
like.
don't have
Two of us.
Zigzagoon yet added, so
Oh,
so let's see. What is another one? What about Eevee and Tyranitar? I'm
yeah,
very
do an
curious.
Eevee.
Oh, there's
We
not a
don't have a
custom sprite
dragon
for
type.
this, so it just looks a bit cursed.
No, I want to
Here.
see it. Show me the stuff.
All right, I'll pull up. I'll send you a screenshot of
Show
what
me the
these look
goods.
like.
I want to see the goods.
This is what
Are
they
we
look.
putting it up?
Oh, whoops! I put in announcements. I could put it on
Whoa.
screen. But let's see. I mean, it's. Hold on, let me see if I can. I just DM'd
Okay.
you what the cursed images look like. Actually, I'd have to save it, so I'm not gonna put it up on screen. But yeah, they look cursed when you do that. But let's do this. Let's see what about Tyranitar and no, this doesn't work. What
Looks
about?
like a Furby with motion sickness.
Let's see. What about? Let's try Giratina and something.
Okay.
I want to give you.
And then
Okay.
Okay.
Let's. I'm
You
trying
got
to think.
something good?
What about
Give
Lucario
me
and
the
Giratina?
Give me
Oh
the
yeah,
goods.
here we go. So this is what like custom sprites look like for the game. Like this.
Let's see how they massacred my boy.
Lucario
Oh wow,
and
that looks really
Giratina.
good. That looks really good.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of
Whoa.
cool ones for this. I think my
Like,
favorite personally, like out of terms of coolness, I think there's like if you do Darkrai with a lot of Pokemon, like there's a lot of cool ones.
oh, track. Edgy
Sure.
McEdgerson.
Actually, what is that Pokemon that has Wonder Guard? Shedinja.
Shedinja.
Because I want to fuse these two. So let me show you how cool this looks. Like this
I
is
feel like we're
Lucario
just gonna get
Shedinja.
like a craw again, my craw. Whoa!
Yeah, there's some really dope artwork that
Oh,
people
that's
have
really
made.
cool. That's impressive. I love the anything like that. Like that's another reason I like VTubing. It's just the creativity people have.
Oh yeah. Of course, there's a lot for Gardevoir. There's a lot for Gardevoir.
Really, I never would have thought.
But this might be the coolest one. Like a lot of them are, of course, made to be, attractive. This one just looks badass. Look at that Gardevoir
It's okay.
fusion. Oh, is it loading? There we go.
Yo, it looked like me. Same horns.
Rayquaza and Gardevoir is a really
Same
cool
horns.
fusion. Same horns. Yep.
Same horns.
Let's see. Okay,
I've had
yeah, I
people
know where
think
this is
that they're
going, and
cat
I too
ears.
want out. Why do you want out, Dan?
He's referring to the tattoo discussion.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Don't worry. Yeah, that was from a while ago. Don't worry.
Gotcha. Oh man, but yeah, no, there's a lot of cool stuff with that. But if you,
That's gorgeous.
if you ever do want to try out a Soul Link, definitely hit me up. I'd be down to try that. That could be
Totally.
fun.
And I know you said you were having a hard time coming out of your shell, and I'm always happy to be that person to drag you to fun stuff if you want that.
That could be fun. It could be like a weekly or bi-weekly series we do together.
Try new things. It's like there's this one YouTuber I love that shows you how to shows you doing things to show you that it's okay. Like they'll be like, "Hey, I'm going to a restaurant alone to show you that it's okay," or "I'm buying myself flowers to show you that it's okay to do that," or "I'm gonna go get a tattoo and show you that it's okay."
Yeah. Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
I pronounce it Rayquaza. What's wrong with that?
Some people call it Rayquaza.
I think it might. I like Rayquaza more.
What about-
Rayquaza is.
How do you pronounce? Wait, I should know. We were just talking about it. Pokemon Jesus. How do you pronounce
Arceus?
Pokemon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People go Arceus, and I go Arceus.
Yeah, Arceus.
People know what I'm talking about.
I love how I could say Pokemon Jesus and
It's
immediately what
definitely
I'm talking about.
Rayquaza. I think either's fine. Hell, you want me to really butcher it? Instead of Pikachu, I'm gonna call it Pikachu. How about that?
Pikachu.
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 Or Pikachu. Pikachu. There we go. Even worse.
It just reminds me of when you'd get those old people who are like, "Hey, you play in your little Pokemon? You play with your little Pokemon?"
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you play Pokemans. It's like, no, they're not Pokemans, they're Pokemon.
I'd like to joke that the Oz version is British.
The Arse version. The Arceus. Let's see, the Arse version.
You're about to become a lightning rod, Jen. My horns aren't that tall.
You're about to become a lightning rod. How dare you? How dare Pikachu is not going to use Thunderbolt on me because I don't pick Pikachu as a starter. I'd pick a Vulpix or an Eevee.
Why? Do you actually wake up in time?
What? Well, here's whenever I have like when I was younger, how I would dream my journey would start is I wouldn't get. I think it's weird you get your first Pokemon from a professor. I feel like what your parents would do is they'd hook you up. I feel like your parents.
That's also like a nepo baby kind of thing. You'd be like, oh yeah, the professor just happens to live in my town. I'm gonna get like the best Pokemon.
That's why it's like in my head, how I imagine it would go is my parents give me a. But like they know I'm in love with the Pokemon, so I get like an Eevee or a Vulpix as my pet, you know, and I take them with me on my journey. So like I grow up with them and then take them on my journey.
Yeah, I had my own little thought thing like that in my head too. So I actually used to volunteer at a museum fossil lab, like in real life, which is part of what inspired all this.
That's so cool.
I thought that, you know, like you work at the museum and then you revive a Pokemon and then I'd have a little like Cranidos by my side or something.
Oh man.
And I just take care of it, you know?
That's awesome. Yeah, Cranidos, you know what sucks? I love Cranidos' design and he can be strong, but he doesn't learn any rock type moves to like level 40 or 50.
Yeah. But I keep him as a Cranidos.
I guess that's fair. Ampharos, I guess I was thinking of. Or is it Ampardos?
Rampardos.
Because Ampharos is
the electric.
Yeah, it's evolved from Flaffy, yeah.
The electric Lammy, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, that's awesome. I used to work in, like, paleontology or whatever, like a fossil museum.
Yeah, I was a volunteer. It was really fun. Apparently, I was a shoo-in because I submitted the longest application they'd ever seen for the volunteer job.
Wait, really?
Yeah. I didn't think 2 pages was a lot, but
my freaking resume just keeps growing because the amount of jobs I've hopped from, like.
What's the weirdest thing on your resume without doxing yourself?
I mean, I don't know if it's weird, but I mean, out of everything that stands out, like most of my jobs were either retail, customer service, or labor. The one that's different is I did do game testing for about a year.
That's cool! Oh my gosh!
It was cool.
Are you able to talk about any of that?
No, I signed an NDA.
Oh, it didn't expire yet?
I don't think it does expire, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
Because it was...
So I'm just gonna have to, like...
It was through Microsoft, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna have to go through all those Ask Reddit threads and then, like, scan for those, like, anonymous tips then.
It was cool. It was honestly really cool. The only issue is it didn't pay well, and it was very far from my house. So, like, I think in the course of a year, I went up in like by 30,000 miles on my car or something like that.
You hear that, Microsoft? Get your shit together.
It was like a 45-minute drive at the minimum. At the maximum could be like 3 hours due to traffic.
Jeez.
Because
3 hours?
People in my state do not know how to drive. There are so many accidents.
That narrows it down to, like, 4 states.
I
feel that.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks.
That's cool, though. That's really awesome that you have to test games and everything, and now you stream them and talk to people. Yeah!
I mean,
it all comes full circle, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I've been making YouTube videos since 2015, even though a lot of them don't exist anymore. But I've been at the content grind for a long time.
That's so cool.
I've only just recently, like, I started picking up traction in 2020 because of the VTuber community. Hence why my Twitch channel is over 1,000 followers. But I got sick of I got sick of the VR chat community. I got sick of VR chat though. And
I've always wanted to try that stuff, but yeah.
It's fun if you hang out with people, but I do think eventually it gets boring. But it's, for me, I really want to get a new custom model for VR chat and have fun with my friends again on that. I think it'd be fun.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I want to get a 3D model someday too, but not exactly for the same reasons.
Gotcha. Yeah, what are your reasons?
I want to teach people karate.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, I do karate, and I want to be able to like actually like stream and teach people how to punch and kick with my little tiny floppy arms.
Karate teachers everywhere hate her for doing it for free.
I mean, to be fair, I started in college in a club, so I didn't really pay except for some minor dues and stuff, and I just rose through the ranks pretty quickly, which I was surprised by. I didn't expect to be good at it because I stink at like I've got like 2 left clunking feet.
Oh,
And so
interesting.
that was kind of what kept me coming back, was just like, oh, okay, I'm really bad at this. I need to learn. I'm really bad at this. I want to learn. I'm really bad at this. I want to keep learning. And then I became really good at it.
That's how it happens, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I was really bad at making thumbnails for YouTube. Now my thumbnails are getting better at clickbaity.
Oh, it looks fantastic, though. I got so excited seeing the one you made for today. I was like, this looks awesome.
Yeah,
Also,
I hoped you'd like the thumbnail I made for today.
Yeah, it's really cute. I kind of wanted to save it because I'm just like,
I know.
Like, what was the expression? I'm like,
It's the smug expression.
smug.
Smug. Yeah, Quizzy is also a martial artist from, I believe,
That's
Taekwondo.
so cool. Oh, that's awesome. I've always wanted to try another discipline too. We'll have to share notes sometime.
I used to
But
do
yeah,
Taekwondo as well, but I only took it for like a year, and I think the reason I stopped is because my membership at the place I was at was it had run out for my family.
Gotcha.
But it was fun. The only thing I remember it from it is the horse stance, which when I told Quizzy over here,
Oh, we have that too. We have that too.
The horse stance where you like you
50-50 on each leg, and then I'm standing right now and doing it.
Yeah, and then you put both arms like out, like you're getting ready to like you have them like elbows bent 90-degree angle.
Oh god, I'm like doing kata right now. I shouldn't.
Yeah. Yeah, the horse stance is one when I told him that. He was like, what the hell is the horse stance? And I'm like, you don't know the horse stance and you're like a black
horse
belt?
stance? Yeah.
It was just interesting that he didn't know it.
No, I stopped because of the panini. It just got too hard to do the remote lessons in my room when I had a very tiny room at the time. So I was like, okay, how much do I want to do this, and how much do I want to have to lose my rent deposit?
How much do I have to lose my rent deposit? Oh my goodness. Also, by the way, for anyone who's enjoying the show, I'd really appreciate if you guys slap a like down below on the talk show, you know. Maybe help the YouTube algorithm out a little bit. Because YouTube, actually, you know, there's a good segue here. YouTube just announced something. There's a reason. Today, I was very much struggling between deciding if I was going to do Twitch or YouTube. Because I'm mad at Twitch. Because their recent update, or recent blunder they did on Twitter. I mean, I may like streaming on Twitch.
Big oofa doofa.
I like Twitch because of the ratings culture, and I like it because it's easier to download VODs. It's not easy to download YouTube live streams, to be honest, for content to make highlight videos. But then YouTube today is like, hey, we're lowering the requirements to get monetized. Now you only need 500 subscribers, 3,000 watch time hours, which is 1,000 less than before, and only 3 million 3 million views.
We're gonna
on YouTube
get
Shorts.
you to get that bank.
Yep.
So
YouTube is doing definitely. I consider this a big dub on YouTube. I think that's gonna be awesome, honestly. So I think I am gonna be pushing harder on YouTube, like if only for like because I don't know. I like both platforms. I do think that YouTube has more potential, but Twitch just has more of a it has the community behind it more for streaming.
Yeah. I'm still kind of new to all this, I won't lie. But you know, I'll be starting some stuff up soon. Honestly, I have a debut plan.
Yeah.
This week too, but.
Oh yeah, I was wondering if you have debuted yet.
I'm working on it. I have this visual novel in the works.
Oh, that's
been really fun to work towards. Yeah. But because of the release date of Paleo Pines, I kind of want to do, you know, the right thing and, you know, be appreciative and put the game out there because they gave me a demo key and I'm really excited to show everyone.
Yeah. Oh man, that's awesome. That's so cool.
It's wild that people put their faith in me, you know, and I want to make sure I don't disappoint them.
Well, I fell in love with your design immediately upon seeing it.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, and
Thank
you
you.
know, after talking to you, I think your personality is even better match for your model than I thought it'd be. You're super easy to talk to, super fun,
I try my
adorable, a
best.
little feisty,
Just a little. Just a little.
just a little.
I sometimes
I
think
feel
I
like you're
think
only
they're
half
hard.
T-Rex.
What's the other half?
I don't know. Definitely a calmer dinosaur.
Well, but my mom's a Maiasaura, so that might be part of it.
Gotcha, gotcha.
No, she actually does have like a. My mom found out about I told her about the VTubing, and she decided she's like, oh, I want to be involved in part of this. I want to support you in any way possible. So she made a Twitter.
Oh, really?
So she's my Mama Dinah on Twitter.
Oh, wow, that's
And yeah,
cool.
it's so funny though, because like my friends will do stuff like they'll be like, "Oh, I haven't gone to sleep," and I'm like, "I'm gonna tell my mom. I'm gonna tell my mom on you, and she'll tell you to go to bed."
Oh, that's funny. That's so funny. Oh
It's
my
so
god.
fun. Yes.
Oh man, let's see. But yeah, I'm a secondary black belt and was halfway to third before I had to stop because of time restraints. Stopped going to my official school
Ah,
anyways. Still training my own
yeah.
regularly.
Good. You gotta keep up with it. It's kind of like a bike. You don't totally forget it, but you still gotta keep, not getting rusty.
Yeah. Also, I'll switch to YouTube when I have a 2.0 model. You thinking about switching too? Quizzy? That's interesting. I didn't think you'd actually would.
Hmm.
Because Quizzy's always been a big fan of Twitch over YouTube, but I guess maybe he's also seeing that Twitch is making some really bad calls lately.
Yeah.
Like, if we're gonna be
I mean,
honest, Twitch has just missed the mark so much lately. I mean, I can't
I
say
wouldn't
YouTube
know
hasn't either.
firsthand, but I've seen stuff, and I've heard people talk. So.
I mean, taking away the 70-30 split for partners, push it, just shoving ads down people's throats,
Ugh.
just a lot that Twitch has done.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say Switch, I mean do both. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing both still, but I'm just not sure what to do where. I think my talk show might be better suited for YouTube, though, if only because I can make the thumbnails and they become a VOD after, instead of me having to upload them to a VOD channel separately. Because then it's just one link and be like, hey, this was the link when it was live, this is a link after it's live. So now you can send this to your community and be like, hey, check out this link, I was on this talk show. If you missed it, the link is the same.
Yeah. And keep it consistent. I don't know how people clip from YouTube, but then again, I'd have to say something memorable first.
The clipping feature on YouTube's bad. I will just outright say it's bad because you can't hunt through people's clips they've made of your stream unless you have like a Discord setup and you have like a section like, hey, here's a clipping channel. Any YouTube clips you clip, please post it here. Because there is clipping. It's just not as good as Twitch's. You also, there's no clipping page or anything. You can't see when people make a clip of your channel. You can find your clips, but you can't find clips of your channel. Unless you made them yourself.
That's so weird.
It is weird. But I will say, want to know a feature that YouTube has that Twitch doesn't?
Enlighten me.
You can rewind a YouTube live stream while it's live.
Oh!
And then hit a button to make it go back to live. So if you miss something,
cool.
you can rewind it and hear what was said. Technically, you can do that on Twitch, but you have to go to the video tab, click the video, and then you have to go back after you watch whatever you missed, and then you have to go back and click on the live again. There's a whole other web method you have to do on Twitch that not everyone knows exists.
And then be like, gotcha, in 40K.
Yep, exactly.
Nabbed, spotted, sniped, no scoped.
Let's see. To be honest, I can't be bothered with a thumbnail every stream. I guess that's fair. I haven't thought because that is something you do need a thumbnail for YouTube live streams.
Gotcha.
I mean, you can do the lazy
Did you think
route.
about this advanced? Boy, do I even think? I don't think.
Oh, what? Did you see that somewhere?
Huh?
Because it's something about. Did you think about this in advance?
Oh no, I just when people are talking about like planning which you want to use.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the big thing. Like I've literally had weeks. Like there have been days. Like the amount of times I've swapped between Twitch and YouTube is bad. It's like I cannot decide which I like because each one keeps making a bad decision. Or I get dragged back to Twitch because friends are like, hey, I want to raid you, or hey, I want to do this, do that.
Gotcha.
It's like,
oh, I feel bad now. One of my friends was messaging me and was like, hey, I want to raid you guys. And I was like, oh, that's very sweet of you. And I forgot that it was on YouTube.
you can always tell them to post the link in their Twitch. You'd be like, hey, here's the link. You can just tell them to click this.
Okay.
You can always
He said he's still going to watch it afterwards still, but, like, I feel bad. I didn't mean to mislead him.
That's totally fair. I also didn't mention that this was going to be on YouTube. I wasn't sure what I was doing today. I was like, am I doing this on YouTube or am I doing this on Twitch? And I decided YouTube because YouTube's new rule. And I'm already very close. I almost have 2,000 watch time hours on my channel.
Wow. And now it's YouTube, isn't it?
Yep. And now it's going to be only 3,000. So I'm very close to monetize, which means membership and emotes.
Awesome. That's all the more reason y'all should be, subscribing to this channel, right?
And also because I am releasing music. I don't know if I guess I haven't shown you my new song, have I?
No, I'd love to hear it. And let me know if you ever need like a violinist or someone who can play the dama or mandolin to
I might just do that.
Yeah. Sorry, I do a lot of things.
No, that makes sense. I'm an all-rounder as well. I'm a jack of all trades, so it's like I'm good at writing, I'm good at music, I'm decent at music. I don't know if I'd say I'm good. Some people might argue and say I'm actually good. I've gotten a lot of support on this most recent song I put out called Motivation.
I'll have to hear it, yeah. And honestly, again, you're more impressive than you're giving yourself credit for. I know we were talking about resumes earlier, but it sounds like you've got a lot to bring to the table.
I do. And I'm just someone who struggles with self-doubt and also with having
that too.
ADHD and trying to do too much at once.
Yeah, that's also kind of why I make a point of trying to be so open to people here and welcoming and positive, because I know that it might be hard for me to believe it myself sometimes, but if you can be that for someone else and then have it reflected back at you, that can also help.
Again, treat others the way you want to be treated. As your parents should always teach their kids. Because, treat others, put out in the world what you wish the world to give back to you. Be kind to others, hoping they can be kind back to you. That doesn't mean they will be, but do it because, it's kind of the right thing to do.
You have to give and not expect anything in return, but know that the only way you can get something in return is by giving to begin with.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's one of the big reasons it's like I constantly am shouting people out. I'm trying to showcase content creators that they deserve. It's why for a bit I was running my clipping channel and people were liking it. The big thing for me is I just don't like editing anymore. I just don't like it, which is why I'm trying to pay editors to edit for me. Which is another reason I'm hoping to start making somewhat of an income off YouTube or Twitch, just so I can use that as my excuse to pay editors. That way it's like, okay, I'm getting a solid income. I can keep paying editors now.
I can always point you in the direction of some great editors if you need.
I'd appreciate that. The more I can hire, the merrier, because it's like whenever I do get paid, if my editors are still busy, I'll hire another one and then another one. Yeah. Because it's like I need to start pushing out more content.
Mm-hmm.
Jen, I need this dinosaur as a friend. I played violence in 5th grade.
You're so sweet.
We can always do something together. Again, I like to, for what, I've been thinking about doing a Jackbox collab or maybe an Among Us collab.
I love Jackbox. You know they're coming out with some new ones soon, right?
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, I saw something on Twitter about a new game where you, scramble someone's words or something.
The one I really want to go back to, because I know it'd be, I want to do the Rap City one again, because that one's always fun. Rap City. So it's like you...
Rap City! Yeah, I played that one.
That one's fun. I think one of my favorites though is the one where there's a lot that I really love. Like Push the Button's always kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
There's the one
Trivia Murder Party.
I like that one, but I don't like the trivia questions. I feel like there are a lot of trivia that I just don't know. I'm not
fair.
I know gaming. I know YouTubers. I know nothing about sports and movies for the most part.
What about Quiplash?
Oh, there we go. Quiplash is one of my favorite. I love the Quiplash.
And Fibbage.
Yeah. Fibbage, I think it is, yeah?
Yeah, Fibbage and Enough About You, which is the one where you get to call your friends out.
Oh yeah, it's so good. I want to do it again. The big thing is me. I know so many VTubers now. I just wish I knew how I could collab with big groups more often. Like I want to find more games to do big collabs.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, like, I feel bad because there's so many people that I want to hang out with, and I've just been working on this debut stuff, and I want to get it done, not just because, like, oh, I need to, like, have a presence. It's because I literally just want to play games with my friends. I'm like, I
Yeah.
want to play games with people and hang out. Like, this is all, just the work that needs to get done, so I feel bad that I'm like, I can't, I'm busy, I can't. I'm busy. But, like, yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Also, they now have the ability to turn off being American, which is nice. Sorry,
What?
once you throw the tea in the harbor, you can't go back.
Oh my gosh, dude. Uh.
Suck up all the ink on the Declaration.
Suck up all the ink. Oh boy. Oh
Slurp.
man. I definitely do though. I think that honestly, if you're interested, I'd be down to do that
Yeah.
with you. I think that could be fun.
I'd love that. Yeah, I'd have to figure out, like, is it like an emulator or...
It would be an emulator, yes.
Okay.
Although,
Just
for the sake
teach
of
me how to install it.
yeah, for the sake of legality,
On Minecraft.
we're not playing on an emulator.
Hit by a flying ice cream truck and win!
Oh man.
In Minecraft!
In Minecraft? What do you mean?
I might need to have you teach me how to download one of those Minecraft things for my Disney kitchen, if the mouse will oblige.
Maybe. Oh man, that could be interesting. I honestly don't know though if those are like not innuendos, but if that's like you're trying to give me a secret message or something.
Maybe. I still don't know what he means by turn off being American.
I don't either. I don't know what Dan meant by that. I was very confused.
I could turn on the New York accent if you want.
Turn on the
Is
New
that
York.
something you were looking for?
Oh man.
Because I can do that if you need it. But I'm gonna guilt you about it, okay?
You kind of sound like those girls in school, like those ones that are like
Huh?
like not like maybe not a girls' school, but it kind of sound.
Oh, a trivia murder party!
Oh, turn off being American.
I was about to say, like, you gotta go call your mother. But
Harley Tyranno. Yeah, it kind of does sound like Harley Quinn.
I could try. I've done some, like, I should try that. Oh my god. I should try that if we're making a voice reel, because I've been working on some other stuff. But, like,
Mr. J.
Oh, Mr. J.
Yeah, oh my god, that's actually a really good impersonation. I think you can pull it off. I think you actually could. Oh man,
I'll give it a go.
Mr. J. Oh man. Like hold on. I'm gonna look up real quick a famous Harley Quinn quote. I wanna see.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. There has to be a better one out here. I'm trying to see like some good ones. A lot of these are from frickin'.
I haven't seen the recent movies.
Yeah, I'm trying not to use the ones from like I'm thinking like let's see.
Like the old comic, like the old comic style. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I need to watch more of that, honestly.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. I think I might have a good one.
Hey, you're invested.
The crazy opening. Wait, Harley Quinn is a crazy, considering the opening line of the rap I'm going to show you later. Oh boy. Here's a line, I guess. Maybe that could be a good one.
I need to hear it. Where are you? Oh.
Let's see.
Oh yeah. I think I've seen that before.
Yeah.
I have to laugh. I know this one.
There's a lot of good Harley Quinn quotes though, but like I don't know. I think you could pull off an impersonation very well of Harley Quinn.
I'll have to practice it. I usually try to get familiar. Like I've done some My Little Pony ones before, and now you've got here the stupid bats. You're ruining date night.
Yeah, that actually was good. Oh man.
I have to like start talking something else to get into it.
Meanwhile, all I can replicate is rusty spoons.
Rusty spoons.
I
I like
like to touch them.
with my salad fingers.
The feeling is almost orgasmic.
I'm glad you also had the experience with the deep beginning of the internet.
Yeah. I mean, I have experience with the part of the internet I don't think a lot of people did. I remember when memes were not known as memes and vines were not known as vines. I remember there was a small community who called what were memes and vines at the time, these little animations, joke animations, were called spoofs. SPOOF. Spoofs.
Oh my god.
And when I was younger, there was a certain book series I used to read, known as Warriors, about cats that live in clans. Yes! I read that book series. I discovered them in 5th grade.
OC called First Aid Kit.
Oh, First Aid Kit. Oh, man. I remember growing up and the amount of Warrior spoofs that existed. There's Warrior spoofs.
What are you talking about?
And there was so many ones. It's like these really cursed animations. I also remember there was the first time I experienced the nom 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 nom. That song was a Warrior Cat animation.
I used to do like Warrior Cat's role plays in the Opets Guild, so I'm right there with you.
There was a game on I don't want to say Game Jolt. It was one of those websites where you can download games that are like made by indie people. There was one about warriors. It was like you start out as a kit and you start trying to like level up. It basically was like a RPG basically. And it was like it was a top-down RPG where you play as a cat. You have different abilities. Like if your claws, you gotta find food, hunt mice. So you had special abilities for hunting mice and birds. You can hunt fish if you chose River Clan.
Yeah.
And
otherwise, you just drown.
You got Thunder Clan for hunting mice and for the most part in the ground. You had Shadow Clan, who's just evil. I don't remember much of them. You have
Shadow
Wind
Clan was literally just like, here, we need bad guys.
Yeah, Wind Clan was like, okay, we're hunting birds. And, they like went. And then there's River Clan, who, hunted fish.
And then they started throwing in Sky Clan, and we're like,
Sky Clan was badass, dude. I love, dude.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I think the reason I fell in love with clans wasn't because of Nade Shot and all that. It's because of Warriors. Because the book where Firestar rebuilds Sky Clan is one of the best goddamn books I've ever read.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're bringing back some memories.
Like, oh man, it was that series is so good. It's honestly one of my favorite book series. I have the series sitting on my shelf right to my right, so it's like just sitting over there. I guess for on screen it looks like I'm looking at my left, but
you're fine.
Yeah, no, frickin' I think I don't know if they're still going, but I have like series 1 and 2.
They have other spin-offs now with like bears and stuff.
Oh, do they? Oh boy, I know they had a dog spin-off too at one point.
Oh, who cares?
I know, who cares? Cats are better.
Yeah.
Cats are better than dogs. You heard it here first, Quizzy.
I will neither confirm nor deny that statement.
Oh, man. I love dogs, too. I want a husky or an Alaskan Malamute so bad.
If you want a husky, you're gonna have to be prepared for getting screaming at all hours. Those things are loud.
I know they're loud, but I love I love talking to them because it's like, it's like, how are you doing today? Oh, it's like, are you sure you're doing okay? Oh, they're very talkative. It's like, I think, like, here's the thing. I don't like small dogs. Because they yip, and I hate the yips. I hate it. I don't like. I've had 2 Pomeranians in my life, and both are annoying as hell. I've also had a Pekingese. They're adorable. They're
just vessels for a demonic force. The smaller the dog, the more it can contain.
I will never, ever live with someone who has a Chihuahua. You buy a Chihuahua, I'm out. I'm leaving. I don't care if we're roommates. I don't care if you need my money. I will leave. I will live on the streets rather than live with the goddamn Chihuahua.
I have the anxiety of a Chihuahua, but that's unrelated.
That's unrelated. I don't know. I think that Huskies and Alaskan Malamutes are like the Siamese of the dog breed. I don't know. People would agree with me on that, though.
See that, I guess? The Siamese cats?
Yeah, Siamese cats, because Siamese are so talkative. They're the most talkative cat
Ah,
breed.
yeah.
And I've had a Siamese, a purebred, when I was growing up when I was younger.
Really?
Yeah, his name was Pinecone. And he was a really good cat. There's one memory
Pinecone.
I have that has not left my mind. I was crying while watching Toy Story, I think it was 1 or 2. I was crying sitting on a recliner because I'm trying to pull off a Band-Aid. I used to hate ripping off Band-Aids. The cat came up, and I don't know how it did this. And I swear this isn't a dream. The cat bit the Band-Aid and ripped it off for me.
What?
Yeah.
You're done. You're done. Time's up. You're crying now.
I just
What?
like I could not believe he did that.
Just like nope, yoink.
Just takes
Relax.
it off. Oh man. I don't know. I love cats. I love dogs too, but I've always been a cat person.
In 15 different languages.
Who?
That cat called you a coward in like 15 different languages.
Or he was just trying to be, or he's just being a kind old man because he was very old.
Tough love, yeah.
I think like a year or 2 later, he started going blind.
Oh, yeah, that's what happened to our first cat too. He started going blind after some time, poor thing.
And having a very talkative cat with a loud meow go blind is kind of a setup for disaster. Because for like a year or 2 or 3, a long time, that cat would scream as he'd walk into walls and use his whiskers to try and wander around. And he was just let it because he'd be like, meow!
Yeah, like,
meow!
Wait! Go!
Oh,
I do that sometimes too when it's dark. I just scream until whatever I need gets closer.
Sometimes I'm a weirdo. Sometimes I just wander around the house and just suddenly feel a sudden urge to go, Bah! Or, Ugh! I just make weird noises for no reason. I just feel a sudden urge. I need to make a sound.
Sing sometimes, like, I'll sing if I'm just like around the house, but to like sing to my cat.
That's awesome.
Or things like that. She likes when I sing to her. Like she always does this thing where like I'll get out of the shower and she'll sit on my lap and I'll sing to her.
I feel like I'm a weirdo for yelling at books whenever like something happens. It's like I'm reading a book and I'll start laughing my ass off.
You're not weird. It's the same thing as like dude bros when they're watching the game. They're like, "Oh come on, that was a terrible play." No one can hear you.
Oh yeah, sports. Thing. I just do not understand. I'm not a big fan of sports.
You don't get sport ball?
No. I'm just not the biggest fan of sports.
Me neither.
I'm just like I prefer if I'm gonna watch something, I just kinda like watching either anime or YouTubers.
Well, you know what? Hockey's a bit easier to watch if you pretend they're fighting over the world's last Oreo.
I do that's actually a funny way to think about it. I think I might enjoy watching some sports like hockey and all that. The only thing is, especially like you bring up hockey, I just had a flashback. When I was a kid, when I was like 4, my parents tried to get me into sports. They never could find a sport that would stick with me. They tried to get me into hockey, and because I couldn't hit the puck, I sat down on the field and out of anger started crying. And like refused to play, so my parents had to grab me to the side, pull out my favorite blanket and wrap it around me.
I'm just imagining you wrapped as a burrito, legs splayed out, just kind of like rolling on the ice while crying.
Well, I mean, they had to grab me off. I just kind of sat there and like angrily, or I'd sit there and start crying, and then my parents would have to come over and bring me to the side, and they'd have to wrap me in my blanket while they like console me.
Oh, you poor thing. She's so sad about the game. Sorry, I didn't mean to be insincere or anything. Just like this, it's sad.
I'll play basketball, but I don't like watching it. Same with soccer. That's fair. Okay, I know soccer is a good game. There's a reason I hate watching it. Because I used to be forced to go to my younger brother's soccer games, and I found them both super boring, and I'd get attacked by bees all the time. And or like they'd fly near me and I'd freak out because I'm not allergic. I'm just scared as all hell of bees and wasps.
I'm not allergic. I'm just scared.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah,
I
same.
just got walked out onto a porch of my grandpa's place. He used to have like in the middle of a forest because he lived
Uh-huh.
like on a big hill in a forest, like this like 4-story house. I don't know how he afforded it. There's even a broken down bus in the woods nearby, which is kind of cool to explore. And a pond nearby. We would skip rocks. I miss that place. It was cool. But when I walked out on the porch one day, I just blinked and suddenly the sun was covered in black. And the next thing I know, I was running inside screaming because I'd been stung by a bunch of either bees or wasps.
My gosh.
I did nothing to provoke them either.
They just had beef on site.
Yep. It's like that thing. It's like you'd see it's something you see in a show where it's like you blink and suddenly it's like you're staring off above the trees at the sun, who's like surrounded by mountains, and suddenly you blink and now the sun is
just
covered in
dark.
black specks, and then next thing you know, you're in pain.
I'll make you feel a little better. Did you know that all bugs used to be a lot bigger? The more oxygen there is in the atmosphere, the bigger bugs get.
Yeah,
In my time, dragonflies used to be the size of seagulls.
which is terrifying.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, the thing that's so funny about playing Grounded right now with some VTuber friends of mine right now, we're playing Grounded.
Oh wait, yeah, that game. I've played it before.
And I constantly talk about how if ants were the size of humans, they would take over the world.
They're tanks. They're just tanks.
They would, and the thing is, they have a better system. Like, I feel like their civilization is more advanced in a way than humanity.
Well, they don't have to pay rent.
They don't have to pay rent. All they have to do is follow the orders of their queen.
My queen.
Oh God! Don't. Now I'm having flashbacks of you on Knuckles. My queen, my brother. My queen, my brother.
Sorry. Yeah, that did not age well, but yeah.
It did not.
Yeah,
The
no.
Knuckles meme has not aged well, but
It's
I
not
still,
great.
I still love the meme. Anytime I see you on Knuckles in VR chat, I'm still like, I like this. It's funny because it's what got VR chat popular.
Yeah.
So it's like I have to give
yeah.
credit where credit's due. But also, I forgot to mention earlier, Quizzy said something like there's a
Sure.
difference between VR chat players and VR chat. What do you say? It was like a difference between VR chat players and something else.
Residents or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to scroll up
Yeah.
and see what he said. Dino Nuggies cultured.
Nuggies.
VR chat. There's a difference between VR chat player and a VR chat dweller, which is very right.
Oh, I don't feel like there's ever like a context in which the word dweller is used in like a nice way.
I don't think
Like there's
so.
basement dweller and VR chat dweller.
Yeah, VR chat
And-
dwellers. People just do not get off the game. That is their entire life.
When do they, when do they, when?
When? Just when?
Just go to the
Well,
little dino's room.
Well, they definitely do it, but some of them probably do it in VR.
Do they just say, excuse me, I have to go take a piss in this virtually generated bathroom corner?
I mean, you have to keep in mind that there's also people who literally go out of their way because they just want to have ERP.
That's right. Yeah, that's
And if anything, it's
something.
gotten worse over the years because especially like, and I think it's the fact that a lot of people also pick VR chat models that are sexual to try and turn people on.
Yeah. I don't know. Not my wheelhouse.
No, what I miss about VR chat is going around and getting into hijinks with my friends. I got held hostage in a Chuck E. Cheese with a lobster, a mafia man, and Gordon Freeman.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh.
And we got and also a ferret. We got held hostage. There's a Chuck E. Cheese. It honestly is one of the videos that's done the best on my YouTube channel. It's like I think it's
really of just getting held hostage by this
Chuck E.
lobster?
Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese. It's held hostage by the mouse. Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese himself.
Yes. And he would come up to us.
Charles Entertainment Cheese has held you hostage.
It's so funny. That video is still probably one of my favorite on my channel. I still love the editing on it. It's maybe a little outdated, but it's still such a goddamn good video. Because it's just, we're sitting there, and I just walk up to my friend McCrackle. I join on him, and he's just like, sit down and be quiet. And then I get roped into a hostage situation, and he was like, and it's like, Chuck E. Cheese is bringing pizza, but no one sees a pizza, so he's like, it's great pizza, Chucky. And he's like, do you see it?
Do you see it? Do you see the cheese?
It's like, he's like, and he goes, it's great, it's great, but it's like, it's great cheese pizza. And he's like,
You just gotta like, there is no
pepperoni.
spoon him. Oh my god.
It's like he'd be so terrifying. It's like,
So weird.
and it's like he would be like, and like he'd walked away because they go such good pizza. He walked away and went straight from the basement.
What? Like, did he just like Casco Amontillado you?
I don't know. He was so creepy, and it's like, oh god. He locked someone in the bathroom and was like, and like was forced. It was such a weird thing where he's watching him pee, and he's like, it's like, oh god. It was a very weird scene, but it's probably one of the funniest videos on my YouTube channel. I love it. I love it so much.
This is what they do in Guantanamo. They tie you up and then they go and get Charles Entertainment cheese.
Yeah, wait, I seen a motherfucker having a legit man's.
By the way, that's
VRChat family. Oh god.
Oh no. By the way, that actually is his middle name though.
Entertainment.
His middle name is Entertainment. It's Chuck E. Cheese. It's the E stands for Entertainment. You can check on the official Chuck E. Cheese wiki.
Oh,
that's a thing, by the way.
It's so weird.
That you never needed to know.
VRChat gangs were a thing too. Yes, there's also
What would they do? What would they steal?
There's also VRChat. There's like a cult of crashers. That took
cult.
Yeah, that took the name of the guild from Sword Art Online that kills players. Do you know?
Okay, that
Laughing
makes sense.
Coffin. They stole that name from Sword Art Online.
I've only seen the abridged.
Only seen the abridged. Yeah, they stole the name Laughing Coffin and were like, yeah, we're Laughing Coffin, the crashing squad.
Oh my gosh. Uh-huh.
Oh wow, I said it before even Quizzy typed it in chat. Yeah, Laughing Coffin. They stole it. They're so desperate to be feared that they chose the name of somebody from an anime, a group from an anime.
Yeah, because nothing strikes fear into the hearts of mortal men than anime.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm so scared of hentai.
You know, they say you attract what you fear.
Oh boy, you know what? Hey,
I'm really scared of like $5 billion. Like absolutely terrified. And also a side of nutties.
I'm scared of goth chicks, totally.
I had a goth face.
Did you?
A little, yeah. Although I'm sure nobody can imagine seeing a goth Dinah, but like...
I think my reason to loving goths is because I grew all the cartoons. You know, we got Gwen from Total Drama Island. You have you have
Sam from Danny Phantom.
Yep, you have the girl, the leader.
Jade from Victorious.
You have the leader from Hex Girls and Scooby Doo.
Yes, it's the Hex Girls.
I think her name is Thorn.
White Girls. Thorn, yeah, her name's Thorn.
We're the Hex Girls, and we're gonna put a spell on you. Yeah, it's so catchy. Although I do think the Earth, Wind, Air, and Fire, that song is honestly kind of cringe.
So, I have a question.
Yes?
You say that you were here for the old internet, and you like goth girls.
Yes.
So when I start saying, my name is Ebony, Darkness, Dementia, Raven Way, and I have long black...
Wait. I'm trying to... Is that a reference?
You've never read My Immortal?
I don't think so, no.
The worst fanfiction to ever exist? About a goth chick?
I've not. Although...
Look it up sometime.
Have you heard there's a canon story from the Five Nights at Freddy's series that reads like a fanfiction? Because apparently freaking Springtrap impregnates somebody in the book.
Wait, that's real?
Yes, and they gave birth to a baby Springtrap who put their hand...
That's how machines work!
Who put their hand on the dying person's cheek and said, Daddy.
Yeah,
and this is a canon story in the Five Nights at Freddy's universe, written by a canon author. It's considered canon.
Yes, quick question. What the fuck?
And yes, it is real. It is real. What the fuck? I can't answer that. I'd rather watch Meat Canyon than some of this crap that exists on the internet. Because at least Meat Canyon's entertaining. Like, oh my god.
That's scary. God, I need to find this now. Like, I know, I believe you 100,000%.
It exists. It's on the Five Nights at Freddy's wiki somewhere.
Oh no, you should. I mean, it's just the Wikipedia. I'm gonna be your teacher now and say it's not always accurate when it's on Wikipedia, but
Oh my god. Funny thing is, I've
Oh
met
my
some of the members that have
gosh.
their reasons, and then there's some that just do crashing. Yeah, some people have reasons for crashing, and others are just assholes. It's the same
Yeah, sounds
reason.
about right.
I mean, there's a reason why people exist, that just are like, oh, it's a VTuber, YouTube short. Oh, I'm just gonna comment how, oh, you're a YouTuber. That's cringe. Imagine choosing the career of a VTuber. You're cringe. Oh, there's.
Imagine taking seconds out of your precious life to comment something that's stupid.
I know. I've been so tempted to comment back, but I've just delete those comments because I'm like, it's just why? I don't even care.
Ew, a VTuber. Ew, a person that has like 15 numbers in their username feels like commenting. Ew.
Yeah, imagine wagons. Oh my gosh, FNAF is dead and its soul has been Hakkai'd to me.
Imagine wagons.
Imagine wagons instead of imagine dragons. Can you just imagine dinosaurs? I feel like maybe you can. Oh man. Let's see.
Ugh. Sorry, cat on the keyboard.
No problem, no problem. Was that what you were dealing with just then?
Yeah.
Oh,
Try to
man.
scoocher.
Dude, my brother's cat loves to get on top of my PC and shut it off. So I'm just trying to do anything to keep him off the
It's a
goddamn
cat
PC.
pewter.
I just need to keep him off, dude. It's so annoying. He just gets up there, presses the power button, and then
Nope, you don't play today. I'm the captain now.
I am the captain now.
I am the captain.
Oh man. But yeah, no. So I'm very curious then. Do you have any lore about like how you grew up or how you got into?
Yeah, I do. I don't want to spoil the novel too much because that's like lore, but basically I am obviously very lazy and I slept in one day and missed the meteor crash. So I woke up and I met this guy. At first I went to a movie theater and I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then I saw this really cool documentary about them bringing back all the dinosaurs, and like it seemed to go really well for the dinosaurs. So
Does this documentary happen to be known as Jurassic Park or Jurassic World?
Maybe, just maybe, just copyright free, kinda, yeah. Yeah, no duties and trademarks there. But yeah, and then I found this scientist, and she said that if that she'll give me free room and board and nuggy, if she does these experiments and stuff, and like runs tests and things. And so I'm like cool with that, and I room with her now. And yeah, she promised to bring everyone back. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Of course, she hates having this roommate, but it's her fault that she doesn't want to be fun. So.
Gotcha. Oh man. No, that's honestly pretty cool. I was just thinking,
Thanks.
like just the scientist looks at you and goes, "They do travel in herds," and then just hear.
What the fuck?
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I tried to keep it pretty simple and light because, like I said, D&D and OCs, you tend to get like very dark and intense and complex. But I wanted to make this something that was a lot more accessible.
I'm glad you're not one of the people. I'm dreading the day I run into a VTuber who's so engrossed in their lore they don't talk about their IRL life, so they act like they're like,
Yeah.
I am this person. It's like I've heard. I mean,
Yeah,
because
I didn't
people
wanna
like
do
that
that.
exist. There are people, and I mean, not just in the VTuber community, but like if you've ever seen CDog VA, he tells a story all the time about how he had a friend, how they literally thought they were this character.
That's really weird. What?
It's like,
I know C-Dog VA. I feel like that sounds really familiar to me, and I don't know why.
yeah, he talks about how when he was acting as Sebastian, I don't remember what the other guy was, but they'd pretend to be someone
Sebastian.
else.
Okay. Someone read Black Butler. Let's just do away with that right there and now.
It's like people who take role-playing seriously and don't like try and joke about it. Like if you're taking it seriously for the sake of like a movie or like a set or a play, maybe for D&D.
Yeah, it's like once you go into, okay, like we've put on that veil.
Yeah, have fun
that
with
then
it
it's
still
cool.
though,
Yeah,
and feel free to take off the mask. Don't like even if it ruined like
yeah.
it's like just don't be a weirdo who just tries to like whenever you're with somebody to always put on this persona. It's weird. It's
Yeah,
weird.
it's like I want to know the real you. I want to know what brought you to being this.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
Uh,
you know, I feel like it does disservice to all the things that you could offer. I know people sometimes are down on themselves in their real life accomplishments, but you're never going to get anyone who like loves you for you if you don't put a piece of yourself into that.
yeah. I mean, I feel like if I ever came, I feel like I should come with lore just so I can have more fun with cult
Yeah, why not?
like role playing and like joking around with people.
It helps for like inside jokes and memes and things like that. Like, you know, I talk with people and we
Oh
joke
yeah.
about the whole like, oh my god, she will never show her hands thing like that, or
I thought for sure
bullying
when
Elon.
I
So,
thought I'd start this talk show, I thought I would cringe when people try to role play as their OC. But I
yeah,
found it's actually really fun being like one of my favorite episodes
yeah,
is like I sat down with a girl someone from the VTuber group YoCast. Her name is Siana or
cool.
Siana. She's a werewolf bodyguard, and some of my most fun was ask her stuff like, okay, so you're a dog. You want to start the barefoot revolution. Does that mean you steal people's socks? She's like, you gave me an idea.
The barefoot revolution,
It's
like the
like
right to harm
everyone,
bears.
yeah, and no more socks or shoes, just barefoot all over the world is what
Just
she wants.
barefoot.
It was fun talking with her. She's like, oh yeah, I have a
Right,
full
yeah,
CCTV
exactly.
camera system set up in my doghouse at the mansion.
It's when you get to do the improv yes anding that it becomes nice and productive and fun. And that's where it's fun. It's just, you know,
Oh yeah,
keeping it out of like the business side of things, or like you don't actually pretend
yeah.
to be that
And if
person
people
in
have
your
to stay in character, I mean, yeah, it's like they can. And here's the fun thing: you can stay in
Mhm.
character and still like as a VTuber and still talk about your personal life.
Exactly,
I mean,
yeah.
look at Gargura. Like, I think the amount of time she's gone. When I was a wee shark, I went to go
Yeah.
see this movie.
And I mean, like, I've talked about that stuff too. Like, you know, like when I reference, like, oh yeah, this happened so many million years ago and I look great.
Oh yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh
The
man.
loving nuggies is real, though. That's, of course,
The
100%
loving
real.
nuggies is real. It's
It has to be.
real.
The love is authentic.
Oh man, yeah.
It's
Uh
genuine.
man, the funny thing is, I didn't even know Dino VTubers existed until there was a trend going around. It was like, "What kind of monster girls do you like?" And it was like a bingo card. And
Yeah.
I left off Dino Girls, and somebody went to me and it was like, "You don't like Dino Girls?" I'm like, "I've never met a Dino Girl." And then they at Trexie, and
Oh,
so I was like, "Oh, so Dino Girl
there's
VTubers
Techno
exist."
Girls. Yeah. There's
And
lots of
then
us. There's lots of
uh,
great Dino Girls.
what's funny is I think I actually did know of your existence. I just had forgotten, and then I saw you tweet shortly after that again, or it was right after that.
I love that. I just, you know, got wiped from your memory and you're like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, man.
No, that's great, though. I'm glad you found a bunch of us.
Yeah, I want to become here for me. I want to become someone who's known in the VTuber community for having a really good talk show, and also I want to delve into game shows.
You've done great. You've done fantastic.
Appreciate it. I try to make this a very welcoming, laid back chat play, like a way to
Uh-huh.
chat with people very laid back. You don't have to come in and get stressed out. There's no, no drama needs to be had. No
No, this wasn't
stress.
intense. This is a really chill vibe.
I'm glad. I'm glad.
Of
Makes me
course.
happy.
You did a great job.
But I think that soon, sadly, honestly, I'd love to chat with you longer. We need to chat again sometime. But
But absolutely, yeah. It's like drop your Discord to me or something. That'd be great.
will do. And I do have another episode after this, so everyone can go wait in that waiting room once I end stream. But,
Yeah, we're gonna see Trexie!
yep, we're gonna be chatting with Trexie now on the talk show, and Dinah's going to head off for D&D.
Yeah, I'll just push it and I'll like watch it in the background or something. Because I want to make sure I'm supporting Trexie, but also like D&D. I
Yeah.
gotta do that.
I became a DM for a little bit. I was running a campaign for like 2 or 3 weeks. Sadly, not everyone
Mhm.
kept showing up, so I felt like people just
Okay,
lost
that's just them
interest.
being bad players. That's not on you.
No, I wouldn't say that. Like a lot of maybe some of them, just were maybe bad players because they didn't get in contact with me. But I think it's
They
just
need to tell you.
some of my friends that I want to message don't respond to me very often. You're doing 2 back-to-back? Yes, I am, because
Wow.
it's how the schedule's worked out. It's Dino Day, okay?
It's Dino Day. Every day's Dino Day.
Dino Day. I would have honestly loved to have them both on at the same time, but I'm kind of glad I had them on separate. I think next time I might invite Trexie, Dinah, and if they have a third VTuber that's a dinosaur, I'd love for them to invite them.
I know a bunch. I could put you in. Actually, we have one in our chat right now.
Yeah, I believe it's Brown, right? No, Garl.
Yeah, Garl. Yeah.
Garl. Yeah, I'd want to, because the thing is, I've learned I do like having groups. Like, I like having reoccurring guests as well. Because if I've had someone on before, it's fun to be like, hey, let's chat again, you know? I think, though, it's better to do that when I invite them to a group chat, because I feel like I might, like, and then again, I say I might run out of things to talk about with somebody, but then again, I do power watch Simulator with my friend Flip, like, every week, so...
I think you'll be fine. You've got plenty to talk about, and you've got lots of cool life experiences that I'm sure make for really good stories.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I also just remember I might actually have 3 streams today, because I just remember I probably have to do Power Wash Simulator with Flip today.
Oh my gosh, you're really running through it.
Well, I just don't typically have a lot of energy during my work days, which is Wednesday through Saturday. So it's like I try to get as many streams in on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday as I can. Although yesterday, I just had a lazy day. I just listened to the manhwa and manga recaps all day, pretty much. It's like
you deserve a break sometimes.
I listened to a story about last night. I stayed up real late listening to this one about a story. I think it's called Shotgun Boy. It's about a guy who basically he's getting severely bullied at school. Oh. And he...
Okay, I can connect the dots.
Yeah, but they go to a camp. He has visions of doing it to his students, like what you can imagine.
All the other kids.
But they go to a camp. He ends up, his bully, he realizes his bully's probably going to kill him because he finally stands up against one of his bullies. And the guy's like pissed off and starts chasing him. And while they're gone... the main character stumbles across a shotgun with special bullets, and suddenly, back at camp, a bunch of tentacle monsters start showing up and killing the kids.
What?
Yeah. And
that was not the direction I was expecting.
The ending to that show, the ending to the book has a really nice setup. It's like, genuinely, I want to see this get an anime. Like, they're like making their own universe, because there's also apparently another series. It's like a prequel to Shotgun Boy called Smile Home.
Okay.
Or Sweet Home. And it's about...
Oh, I know Sweet Home. Yeah, I know Sweet Home. I've read Sweet Home.
Yeah, that's like the prequel.
They had the live version, yeah.
Yeah, that's the prequel to Shotgun Boy.
It's
It's about the other protagonist, because Shotgun Boy is one of the protagonists, and Sweet Boy has the other protagonist.
Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, I know Sweet Home.
I need to read Sweet Boy, but after watching that thing about Shotgun Boy, I was like, oh my god, this is so good.
Yeah, no, you need to read Sweet Home.
Wait. I'm not seeing those $50 today. Sadly, probably not Quizzy. I apologize. I got a lot I'm up to today. Let's see. Matt,
got a big agenda.
Send my love to Dinah. Please treat her like the queen of dinosaurs that she is. She's awesome.
Thank you.
And I feel like I need to do something with you. I feel like
Absolutely.
Once you do your debut, definitely hit me up for that if you are actually interested in doing a Soul Link. I think
I'd love that. Yeah.
I think that'd be a great first collab together. Well, other than this.
The Soul Link, yeah.
Shotgun Boy versus Chainsaw Man, who wins? I don't know.
That's a good question.
Because I've not seen most of the guys. Because the guy gets, I guess I shouldn't spoil it. The guy gets special powers at the end of Shotgun Boy. I won't say what, but I don't even know the extent of his power. But yeah, I'm gonna end this episode of. I'm afraid that this is, but I can't speak. I'm afraid that this is all for this episode of What's Your Genesis. Please make sure you check out Dinah if you haven't already. Her socials are in the description. A link to all her socials.
Thank you.
Yes, please do give her a follow. And if you enjoyed, please subscribe. Leave a like, and, help me get this channel up off the ground. I appreciate all the support. And also, maybe tune into the next episode that's happening right after this.
Yeah, go see Trexie.
But yeah, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to quickly go to here.
Bye.
And, yeah. Let's see. That's that sweet. I thought Sweet Home was a spiritual predecessor to Resident Evil. Sadly, not. Really good. But yeah, Matt, if you want to keep listen to more conversation, I have another waiting room up in the next the next talk show, right after this.
Awesome.
It goes to everyone. But yeah, thank you everyone, and bye bye.